Hello friends, schoolsteps.in welcomes you again. In this tutorial, we'll continue with the implicit intents. We'll continue from the last tutorial here. Open the activity main.xml. From the left hand side, drag one button on the UI. Go to the source. Let's change the text of the button to dialog only. And let's change the width to match parent. Save it. Implement the onClick property. Set dialog only. Let's implement this method in the main activity. Right here we need to say public void dialog only. Let's pass the view. Copy and paste the entire code from the existing method, and just before starting the activity right here we need to create another intent. Let's say intent chooser is equal to intent dot create chooser, the first method. We need to pass two things here. One is the target and another one is the title. So in the target, let's say intent, which is our existing intent, and let's give title as please choose an application. And last but not the least, when we start our activity, instead of saying intent, we need to say chooser. So what we have changed here is we have created another intent with the name chooser, and we have taken the help of the intent dot create chooser method, and we have passed our intent as a parameter in this function, and we have given a title, and in the start activity we have given the object of the new intent. That is it. Let's run our program. Here we go. Here is the output of our program. Let's click on dialog only. And if you see, the title is changed to please choose an application, and you do not see the buttons of always and just once. Let's click the first button and you will find that title is different and the buttons of always and just once are there, which is not the case with the dialog only. Let's continue with the implicit intents. From the left hand side, drag one more button on the screen. Go to the source and change the text to send email. Let's implement the onClick property. Let's give the function name as send email, and let's change the width to match parent. Copy the function name and let's implement this function in the main activity. Again, let's do the same thing. From the first method, let's copy everything and let's paste it in the new method. So in the existing method, there is only one put extra text which says this is a test message. Let's add the list of recipients to the email. Let's say intent dot put extra, and we need to say intent dot extra underscore email, and here in the value we need to pass one string array. Reason being, there could be more than one recipients of the email. So we need to say new string which is of array type, and we need to pass the values here in the curly braces. Let's say a@gmail.com and then b@gmail.com. Let's add a subject to it. Say intent dot put extra and then here we need to say intent dot extra underscore subject, and in the value let's say greetings from school steps. So what we have done here is we have added two extra things here. One is the list of the recipients and the other one is the subject. Let's run our program. Let's click on send email. It will again give us a dialog box. Reason being our intent is action underscore send and there are two applications compatible to that. Let's see what happens if we choose the default application. It will just say this is a test message because it cannot contain the subject and it cannot contain the list of the recipients. Let's go back. Just press escape. Click on the send email again and now choose the email application. So it will compose a email for you. In the recipient list it says a@gmail.com and b@gmail.com. In the subject it says greetings from the schoolsteps.in and in the body it says this is a test message. Let's continue with the implicit intents. From the left hand side, drag one more button on the screen, go to the source and let's change the text to open browser. Let's change the width to match parent and let's implement the onClick property. Let's give the function name as open browser. Copy the function name and let's implement this function in the main activity. The default parameter is view. Let's copy just the first line which says it is the object of the intent, and in the next line say intent dot set action. Now here instead of saying intent dot action send, we will say intent dot action view. Intent dot action underscore view. The reason being, in this method we are gonna open up the browser, so we need to choose the action underscore view. In the next line let's say intent dot set data. So we need to tell which URL we need to open. So we need to choose the function set data and we need to pass the URI. We need to say URI dot parse and we need to pass the complete URL of the site. Let's say http www.schoolsteps.in. In the last line we need to start our activity. Just copy paste. That is it. Oops, one extra W. Let's run our program. Let's click on the open browser and it will directly open the website in the browser. It has not given you the dialog box because there is only one browser installed in the emulator. So this is the website. Just click on menu and look for computer science school. Open it and you will get the option of the learning Android. All the tutorials are available here. I would request you to please attempt the free quiz on this tutorial to test your knowledge. This quiz doesn't require any registration. You can also earn a certificate if you get 70% or more. The direct links for the code and the quiz are available in the description. Happy learning. Catch you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much.